Hi there YouTube, Musical Area here. It's election day here in Australia, and I've just gone and voted and come back now. We'll be heading off to Memphis for today's Friday night ops over in America, and of course we'll be taking a Maddog, even though it's the wrong Maddog. We don't have an MD-11 anymore, so we'll be flying the old MD-88. Here we are inside the aeroplane. It's time where you got some ground power on.
Autopilot.
Batteries are in and the ground power is up. Cool. Everything's pretty much as I left it. And let's see who we have on the chat. The Renaissance and Robert. How are you doing? We are back in the Maddog today. There we go. Grab a position. And the route. Let's have a look at what we're doing here. We're with Delta 1281, service from Atlanta to Memphis, KATL. Go KMEM. And we're going via Chook, CH-OOK, and Wassa. Activate. And performance initialization. Get up here, we have zero fuel weight, 116.2. Hi there, Benny Basher. Nice to have you on board. Okay, the release field is 27.15. Isn't what we have. We have 26.4. That happened. Sure, I changed that. We'll do it through the other thing. G'day. So load manager, we'll just need some more fuel. Set that in. That's more like it. Hi there, David. David Palmer. Hope your voting went well and smooth. I was only there for about 15 minutes. I didn't have a sausage. The sausage wasn't ready. That's the disadvantage of voting in the morning. I think the sausages only started getting cooked about 11, so... Oh well, no sausage for me, I'll have to go to Bunnings. Nah, I'll do that tomorrow. $27.4, that's cool. And it's under the normal schedule. And the reserves. So the alternate is 3 and FAR reserve is 5.789. We'll call it an entire 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. $5:34 PM on a Friday afternoon. Nice to see. Robert Gaylord has paid again, so Robert Gaylord is now the first officer. Who was the first person to comment today? I think it was a Renaissance. Renaissance is now the cabin manager. Okay, cruise altitude is 30,000 today, and the cruise winds we'll just take from the top climb. That's 253 at 9. And I'll do the minus, was it minus 28? And the takeoff, we'll grab from the card. Pretty heavy today with the weight there. Is anyone getting stream buffering? Because I just got some then. Anyway, we'll press on. I think I'm only getting 3.5 Mbps, kbps. 4,000-ish. I'm trying to upstream 4,000. Keeps bouncing around, just tapping 4,000, dropping back down again. Anywho, flaps. Anybody want to do some weird and wonderful flap settings? So before we do that, we might as well grab our D-rate calculator. I've thrown away somewhere without seeing. There we are. So let's hitch that up. It's American, of course. Temperature still in Celsius. At 23 Celsius, and we might as well grab the ATIS for the rest of this stuff. 125.55. Yeah. Let's go the ATIS 125.55. Set.
Departures in use. Departing runway 26 left. 27 right. Notices to airmen. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Land and hold short operations in effect. On receipt of your ATC clearance, lead back only start code. Includes call sign in the lead packs. Pre-departure clearances do not require a lead pack. Lead back will hold short instructions. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for Atlanta area available from Hazardous and Flight Weather Advisory Service, or flight service stations. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions. Departures expect on nav off the ground. Operate transponder with mode Charlie on the lamps, taxiways, and runways. Include your call sign in the lead packs. Upon receipt of your ATC clearance, lead back only your squad code. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Bravo.
Takeoff right there, 141.
Atlanta International Airport ATIS information Bravo. 23520 Zulu. 1260 at 4. Visibility 10. 11,000 scattered. 20,000 broken. 25,000 broken. Temperature 23.
And I'll be that runway
2.16. Altimeter 2999. Simultaneous ILS precision approaches in use. ILS precision approach runway 26 right, 27 left. ILS precision approach runway 8 available on request. Simultaneous departures in use. Departing runways 26 left, 27 right. Notices to airmen. Bird
There
activity
we go,
in
flux temperature is
vicinity of airport.
37,
Land and hold short operations
headwind
in
of
effect.
3.
On receipt of your ATC clearance, read back only start code. Include call sign in the readbacks. Pre-departure clearances do not require a readback. Readback will hold short instructions. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for Atlanta area available from Hazardous and Flight Weather Advisory Service or Flight Service stations. Ground control will assign runway with taxi instructions. Departures expect on nav off the ground. Operate transponder with mode Charlie on the lamps, taxiways, and runways. Include your call sign in the readbacks. Upon receipt of your ATC clearance, read back only your squad code.
Alright, I think we've got
Advise on
Robert
initial
saying
contact.
11 on the
You'll
flag.
have
We'll do that.
information Bravo. Atlanta International Airport Ava's information Bravo. 23520. Web 260 at 4. Visibility 10. 11,000 scattered. 20,000 broken. 25,000
We'll take
broken.
these V speeds.
Temperature 23. 2.16.
Yeah, the V1 speed 143, 146 for the rotation, and 155. Speed there 160, 202, and 248.
Headwind, shear, headwind, shear, headwind, shear.
Morning.
Tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear.
Hello. Thank you.
I'm doing good.
Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Yep, we do know that. But I'm putting my own speeds into my side.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Thank you.
Morning, safety. Morning, safety. Morning, safety. Morning.
Hello. Thank you. Morning. Morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Hi. Thank you. Hello. Thank you.
PCAS system test. Okay.
Thank you.
Hi. Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good. Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good. Good morning.
Yeah, I've got 37% D rates.
Hi. Thank you. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Thank you.
Sorry, right, some of our details down.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, notice the flaps. Does that. I think they just droop on their own. That's hilarious. Got pump sets, transfer pump is on. Auxiliary pump is in. That's such a... Cool. Ah yes, the wonderful Maddog split elevator. I love it. It's a great thing. Alright, I'll tell you the funny story of the split elevators. So the elevators free float, they're not connected to each other, and the only thing that the yoke controls is the trim tab at the bottom. And effectively the elevator flies on its own in response to the airstream. So of course when we're sitting here on the ground, they're not moving to the airstream unless there's a massive headwind. So they'll just flop around wherever they happen to be. That's why the elevators look like that. Yes, it is a weird plane. It's a wonderful plane too. Love them. No, there is. Let's grab ground 121.9.
What one? Conductor over 1 is 12, and then 21. Alex 1625, 26 right by Alpha.
26 right, Alpha, 1625 Eddie.
Atlanta ground Delta 1281 requesting close to Memphis.
Classic falling, Takeoff. Last mission calling on the ground, Takeoff.
Delta 1281.
1281 on the FSDT, break, 1625 for motor, power 19.1, get it. X1625, monitor, power now, 91, get it.
Okay, pre-departure clearance. 7221. Yeah. 10,000. Departure 1280. Two six lefts. I agree to that, Dave. Cat, PDC everywhere would be amazing. So flying the NASA 2 departure. Okay, Nessavar, I think it was Chook, wasn't it? Here it is. There we are. Okay, first airborne waypoint, Snuffy, and Blood, and NASA. And then by the Vanzy 2.
Delta 12, but you want to let it go.
Kieran from Wazer. Erase Graham. Vanzi. Fast up at 10,000. Right, let's go back to the old RNAV, non-RNAV arrivals. Hilarious. I like RNAV, it's good. FU coming up.
Atlanta Grand, Delta 2504, I have part of Memphis.
Delta 2504, Atlanta Ground. You're cleared to Memphis via the announced to departure. Choke transition that is filed. Climb, maintain 10,000. Expect follow with trees 2010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 120.0, 28 nothing. Squawk 7210.
This is the Memphis Airport is announced for departure. Climb maintain 10,000, so 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.0, squawking 7210, Delta 2504.
Delta 2504, read back correct. Atlanta Ground, Delta 953, information Bravo, looking pick up IF4 clearance to Memphis this far. Delta 953, Atlanta Ground, and cleared to Memphis via the announced to departure. Choke position in the file. Climb, maintain 10,000, express flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 128.0, 28 nothing. Squawk 7220. Alright, clear to Memphis, squawking 7220 for Delta 953. Delta 953, read back correct.
Yep, we do have 3 1.8s and 1.6s. 3 6s, right?
Delta 2504, spec 26 left.
26 left, 2504.
Delta 953, spec 26 left. Spec 26 left, Delta 953.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm talking to my mum. Sorry about that. I'm turning off my voice when I'm talking to mum. They can see my mouth moving. And they can't hear me. On a phone call. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's time to do a checklist, isn't it? Cool. Bye-bye. Will do. Ciao. Okay, flight cockpit crew checklist. Telephone is disconnected. Flight recorder ADS not checked. 2, 3, 4, 5. Green lights. There. And I can come off the ground power. AHRS is aligned. FMS GPS is done. Emergency lights are they on? Just checking. Hey, that's right. Lights on.
PA and emergency light test.
Emergency lights are okay. Emergency lights are armed. Cabin signs on and on. Windshield anti-ice is on. Yes, it is. Engine sync is off. Stall warning's been tested. Air conditioning switch is auto. And I'll turn that off for the moment. Actually, we can turn it on for the moment. Get it on. There we are. Fire protection's done. TRP is set. Fuel quantity, we have 27.4. Altimeters set 2998 all across the board. Fuel shut-off levers are off. Cabin pressurization lever is auto. 4 start checks. Parking brakes are set. Pneumatic pressure PSI is set. Engine ignition to alpha. Fuel pumps are all on. And the collision light is on. APU switch is normal. Air conditioning supply is off. Pneumatic crossfeed valves are open on the left hand side. And thrust levers are idle. Before start checklist is complete, we can go for the start. Okay, nose to the right. Just have a chat to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain speaking from the flight deck.
Captain, we're ready for pushback.
We're making ready to push back at this time. We do invite you to please sit down and ensure that your seatbelt is fastened for departure. Cabin crew will be coming through the aircraft just to ensure that everything is ready for our departure in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining us on Delta Airlines. I would like to introduce you to our first officer, Robert Gaylord, myself, the Captain, Trent Hopkinson, and the cabin crew led by the Renaissance.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted.
Flight time today looks to be around about 1 hour, and we are expecting to push back pretty much now. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure and arm doors cross-check. That's everything all at once. Okay, we needed a escort code of 7221. That's sorted. And we'll turn that on. Okay then, park and brake. Alright there, pushback. We are pretty much ready. Park and brake is released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We're clear to start. Okay, air conditioning is off, starting left. There's 23, stable. Engine set to run. Have a good start on the left side. Okay, closing it up. Right side now. You made that crossfeed open. Right side starter. N2's rising.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes, set. And the right engine start.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass has been removed.
That should be a thing. Donate to the fly in the right seat. I mean, there's. Okay, we'll deploy flap 11.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Checking that's 11. It is. Beautiful. And let's finish with the engines pilot still. There we go, over the rat. Now T is not operative and the APU can be turned off. Done. Checklist. Start checklist. Ignition selection is off. P-dot static heat is on.
04,
And our switch is not required. Air conditioning supply is set to auto. Door cue light is off. Hydraulics are set, and we can take off the auxiliary. Start checklist is complete. Taxi checklist. We'll just need to do a control check. In a sec.
3504, I don't think you're on frequency when I told everybody, but the new parts frequency is going to be 25.7.
5.7, eh? Sorted. Cool. Everything else looks okay. Keep that checklist going. TFPRT set. V-speeds are set. Instruments are set. Flight controls tested. Flaps are set to 11. And aileron rudder trim is 0. Step trim is on the green. Takeoff briefing, we'll do it in a second. And cabin report, we'll get that in a second. Yeah, takeoff briefing, we'll be using a runway 26 left. We're facing the correct direction for now.
Ground, yeah, 142 with an ambulance, planning.
To get there, it's actually northbound up to probably Echo, straight along Echo up to Echo holding point or Echo 13.
Yeah, 142, Atlanta clear to Boston.
We have a 9,999 foot long runway. Have a D rate of 37.
The project fix is 125.7, squawk 7273.
After departure, we have the RNAV and top altitude is 10,000 feet.
To Boston.
Sky is pretty much clear. Have a little bit of scattered cloud around, but it's no issue. If we do need to make a return, we'll make a visual approach. Probably a right-hand side.
7273, 7273.
Assuming we have no questions, we will continue on.
9142.
9142, read back correct. I believe you're going to runway 27 right, don't quote me. Advising ready for taxi.
Runway 27, contact you on the radio taxi.
Friend request from where? Is that a Facebook friend request? I've got so many things on a Facebook friend request at the moment. I've got no idea what to do with them. My second PC's decided to crash, that's alright.
Delta 1335, stand by. Delta 2504, monitor Atlanta Tower, 119.1, get out.
Righty, let's have a chat to the ground. On the ground, Delta 1280.
Delta 1355, Atlanta ground clear to Memphis via an altitude departure, ship transition limits 5. Climb via the climb 10,000, expect follow 330. 10 minutes after departure.
Someone was talking about the new voice codec, how good it will be when we get it. I agree. No delay. Oh great, we've got an airplane coming straight up.
Alright, good, Memphis, national departure, trip transition, at 5, climb, maintain 10,000, 330 to after departure, it's going to be on 25.7, squad 7267.
That was 1355, read back correct, just left for departure, calling the red for taxi.
26 for departure, car for taxi, 13.
Oh, yeah, I'm meant to be going that way. Alright, cool. My brain was backwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could please have your attention to the use of important safety information. In preparation for departure, we start with your seatbelt straight up, entry table stowed, and let the carrier element goes completely into the seat belt. For everyone's safety, regulations require compliance with all lighting signs, placards, and movement instructions. To fasten your seatbelt, place the metal fitting into the belt and adjust the strap so it is level to the fastener ribs. To release, lift the faceplate of the belt. Please review the safety instruction part of the seatbelt. It explains the safety features of this aircraft as well as navigation information and accidents and flotation notices. Your seat cushion serves as an improved flotation device. To remove it, pull up and take it with you to the rear seat mirrors. After exiting the aircraft, place your arms to the straps and bring the cushion to your chest.
Don't know what's up at the moment. Am I dragging something? Give it 80% thrust and it's like barely moving. There's takeoff power. It's running broken free. Whatever was holding it back on the ground. Cool. Cut the 737 off. Yeah, why not? 26 is down that side. No, that 737 just popped in on the gate that we were at before. Alrighty, so after some merry-go-round to get pointed in the right direction.
Test. Test. Ground 65 with another control.
Grab that last before takeoff checklist, fuel balance, brakes, engine ignition. Right, I'll do that once we're on the hold short point. Ground Delta 1281 is ready for taxi. I'll get the ATIS.
1281, Atlanta ground, rolling 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
Yeah, Foxtrot Echo, Delta 1281. Foxtrot first, Echo second. There's Foxtrot, yep, all the way down Foxtrot and then Echo. Cool. Someone asking to check the warnings. We have ART inoperational, which is correct. That is deliberately turned off.
Right ground of the 953 is ready for taxi.
To the 953, follow company MD88, rolling 26 left.
Follow company at 26 left, 956.
Cabin crew, please be seated for departure. Wonderful. 80 aeroplanes going to Memphis. With any luck, they'll be using all 4 runways for landings. Imagine doing parallel landings, runway left, center, and right at the same time. That'd be hilarious. I suspect that they'll be doing at least 2 landings and 1 takeoff. With any luck, they'll be doing 3 landings and 1 takeoff. So taking off on 18 center and departing. Say again. Yeah, departing on 18 center and landing on 18 left and 18 right and 27.
Free C, reback column is up to 1281, tower 19-1, good day. Up to 1281, monitor tower 19-1, good day.
Tower 119.1, down 1281.
That's 953, monitor tower 19-1.
Monitor tower 19-1, 953.
Good day.
I'll get to it in a sec. Tower is now being monitored. We need a good DC-10. I wouldn't mind a DC-10, but I'd also like a MD-10. That'd be hilarious. MD-10, effectively a DC-10 with the MD-11's cockpit. Only FedEx own them. They're essentially owned, like, it's a patent by FedEx to get Boeing to put an MD-11 cockpit in a DC-10, and they call it an MD-10. Jacket off because it's a bit warm here in Melbourne. It was 7 degrees today when I got up, and I think it's, well, into the 20s by now, I reckon. That's what the temperature in Melbourne is. 17. It's just sunny. It's warming the inside of my house up. Phone out of pocket. Let's run that before start. And for takeoff check. Takeoff data is confirmed. Fuel balance is fine because we've got a center tank running. Brake temperatures. No yellow light. EAOP is set. Heading and altitude. We'll make it takeoff. Takeoff set. And the
Call 81 Atlanta Tower, RNAV Snuffy, runway 265 clear for takeoff.
Snuffy 26 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1281. Cabin is seated. Lights are in. Grab the radar. Radar's checked and good. Nothing coming down the runway. Thrust stable. Takeoff.
Takeoff thrust set.
Check.
Clamp. knots, cross check.
Over 953 Atlanta Tower, runway 26 left.
I think I've been waiting on 26 left, Delta 953.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up, lights out.
Delta 1281, contact departure.
Departure, Delta 1281.
Sorry, 4 November Whiskey, ready, stand by on that. I've got one departure, I'll get back to you shortly. 4 November Whiskey.
Departure, Delta 1281, climbing through 3,500.
Delta 1281, Atlanta departure, radar contact, good evening, climb maintain 14,000.
Climb 14,000, Delta 1281. 14,000 set, VNAV is set. Climb thrust.
Climb thrust set.
Check. ART restored. Someone's asking about X-Plane. Now, someone's also mentioned X-Squawk box. We also have Swift. Still in beta, but you can, it's a public beta now, so you can download Swift. I'll get some details for you once we have the autopilot running.
Delta 1281, contact Atlanta Center 124.37. Have a good night.
124.37, Delta 1281. Lap 0.
Triple 14,000, Merrick, Delta 1088. Any speed restrictions today?
Negative, you can delete
Lap
them.
0.
Sounds good, thanks, Delta 1088.
6,000, and we'll take the slats up.
Slats retracted.
Good. Atlanta Center, Delta 1281, climbing 14,000, leaving 6,300.
Delta 1281, Atlanta Center, Roger. Good evening. Climb maintained by level 230.
Climb for level 230, Delta 1281. 230 set. Beta.
Center, good evening, Air Force One with you, descending to flight level 240.
Air Force One, Atlanta Center, Roger. Lost chipper at 14,000, the Atlanta altimeter 3000.
After takeoff checks. Brake temperatures are checked, they're all good. Landing gear is up, lights are out, flaps and slats are retracted, engine ignition is off, and fuel pumps are set, and we're still running on, actually no, we've got a flight level.
Air Force One, Atlanta Center, lost chipper at 14,000, the Atlanta altimeter 3000.
2992.
Crossing 14,000, Air Force One.
Air Force One. Air Force One's a bit of a joke on Vatsim. Usually the Air Force One is the newbie.
Atlanta Center, good evening, American 877 with you, 11,000
10,000.
for 16,000.
Seatbelt signs auto.
American 877, Atlanta Center, Roger. Climb maintain flight level 230. Climb maintain 230, American 877.
Ben Brady, yes, I am quite happy with my HFC internet. Not quite as good as fiber to the premise, but it's pretty good. Yes, good stuff, Mr. First Officer. Engine pumps to low. Need them back on high to deploy the landing gear though. Lots of switch fiddling on the old Maddog. Climbs resuming. Yes, it is okay to serve the drinks now. Seatbelt signs are off and you're free to move out the cabin. Looks like smooth sailing from here on to Memphis. Apart from the holding patterns that we're going to get.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1088 Alpha.
Delta 1088 Alpha.
Alright, say we're seeing call sign Delta 1088, but for some reason the self-server just crashed.
Roger, see if you can disconnect and reconnect us 1088 real quick.
We tried about 4 times, but share colder again, Delta 108.
Ethereum 18, I am using the sound pack. Yep. It's not quite as possibly realistic, but you get to hear some sound from the engine. So I know the engine's very far away from the cockpit.
Delta 1088, Alpha's back.
Thanks. Can you verify your aircraft?
Well, if I just refile.
That would work even better, thanks.
Alright, Delta 1088 files in. We're on Chipper 1 off Matthew. We're 757-200.
Right, thanks, appreciate it. And yeah, same instruction as previous, just Chipper 14 blue cubes.
We'll go, and do you need a beacon?
Takeoff data code not required.
2011.
2011, Delta 1011.
Understand, Delta 13, climbing 9,500 for 149.
Delta 13, 55 limits on Roger, maintaining flight level 230.
Oh, 230, 13.
American 2731 Atlanta 11.
Yeah, landing should be about 134. Set. Yeah, start chucking the speed in 211.
American 877, contact with Center 132.97 tonight.
Over to 32.97, American 877, good night.
Delta 10 off the contact, clear 27.9.
27.9, good day, Delta 1088, Alpha.
Yep. Air Force 1, contact approach 127.9, we'll see you.
127.9, Air Force 1, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I don't like the old sweary captain makes sweary face. Also don't really like Air Force Proud. Silly shenanigans. I'm not that kind of dude. There's 20k.
Delta 12, we're doing contact Atlanta Center 125.759. 125.57.
57. Oh, to 125.57, Delta 1281. Center Delta 1281, leaving flight level 212 for flight level 230.
Delta 1281 Line Center, hello, climbing 10, flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Delta 1281. 300 is set.
Southwest 860, contact Memphis Center 120.8.
120.8, Southwest 860.
Sorry, to be Delta 1365, with you level 230. So Delta 1355? Paper. 3255 Atlanta Center, roger, climbing maintain flight level. Would you like flight level 320 or 340 for your final for direction flight?
I do see there a P-Funk saying that the he's what, fed up with the 717. Yeah, this Maddog is a better product. It's pity that they'll be retiring these things in about a year and a bit.
So 25 over, reduce your speed. Actually, no, 2504, turn left heading 250, short vector for space.
That's it. There are some other airlines still flying the Maddogs. I think World Atlantic, which is the one that does the ICE flights for the ICE, flying illegal immigrants back to countries of origin, or to detention centres around the United States. That airline still flies Maddogs. Probably will be for quite some time. They might in fact be taking on some extra Maddogs from American, I'm told. Then you've got that cargo airline, Everett's Air Cargo from Alaska. They're hanging around with MD-82s in the freighter configuration, so quite cool. And of course, I think the Bulgarian Air Charters are still flying MD-82s around. Don't think anyone will be flying MD-88.
So 1281, safe flying Mach number at cruise.
After 2022 at least, or maybe in 2020. So Delta 1281?
No, 1281 affirmative. Say your planned Mach number once you get to cruise.
Yeah, cool. We're planning on 0.75.
Thank you. Express 100, if able, maintain Mach 0.78 or greater.
5.78, Canadian Express 100.
Thank you.
Roger, Southern Canadian Express 560, flight level 360.
Delta 2504, proceed direct to Wazer. Thanks for your help.
Proceed direct to Wazer.
Express 563, Atlanta Center, roger, good evening.
I thought I'd need to turn on the air conditioner, but the inside of my house is 26 degrees right now. Middle of winter, 26 degrees inside. Alright.
FedEx 4322, contact Memphis Center 120.8.
120.8, see ya.
See you, Dave Cat. Have a good one. Just pushing away from the desk and touch. There we go. So, the Australian federal election happening right now. Polling closes in about 7 hours time, maybe 6.5 hours time. I believe counting starts at about 7, maybe 8 o'clock. And probably by this time tomorrow, we might have a new Prime Minister of Australia again.
2504, thanks for your help. Contact Memphis Center 120.8.
Because Australian Prime Ministers tend to get changed once every time you change runway. So Dave Farmer asking about constant Mach number technique. It only works as far as pilots all having the same weather. Now, ActiveSky not being free means that some pilots won't be using it because it's not free. They don't want to pay money, which is fair enough. Some people don't have money to pay with it. Some people are 18. Well, you can join Vatsim at the age of 13, and it's not like you can get a credit card at that age.
300.
So, yep, there'll be some people running around using free weather, which is about as accurate as your average, I don't know, very inaccurate thing. And Brady voted early. I, on the other hand, just woke up early today and voted in the morning. I was intending to get down there at about 8 in the morning, but I got down at about 9 and then stood in the line for about half an hour. And there wasn't even any sausages. The old lightning down there. What's the weather doing? Menu. It's Memphis 18s. 10 statute miles, not too bad. QNH 2990. So for that, missed it. Delta 1281, reducing speed, Mach decimal 72. Thanks.
So 1355, say your Mach number.
Mach 0.83, Delta 1355.
So that's 1355, roger. Maintain Mach 0.78 for in-trail spacing.
Mach 0.78, Delta 13.
Jody Miller asking about clearances to the FMC. Currently, I think only FS Labs and I think it's just FS Labs for the moment has full Hoppies 8 cars. At the moment, they normally send it to your text chat, which is here. There's our clearance, for instance, from this flight. That's our PDC.
No, 67, climbing 10 flight level 320.
The challenge is for other companies to pull that into the FMS, but at the moment we can only pull up the ATIS on the Maddog, but the FS Labs A320 can pull out a full departure clearance into the A cars on your MCDU. Doesn't seem like a massive technical hurdle to pull that text box down into here, but yeah, it requires somebody to have the will to do it.
So 1281, turn left heading 250, short vector for spacing. Left turn heading 250. So the 1281, turn left heading 250, short vector for spacing.
8290, Delta 1281.
Express 674 with you, flight level 320. Okay, Express 674, land center, roger.
Someone's mentioning that the weather seems a bit off, so I'll just double check I'm in live. Yeah. Yeah, the control's doing well under the circumstances. Pity that Yeah, weather can be a bit unpredictable if not everyone's using the same stuff.
Window 7, good evening. Delta Center 2. Level flight level 230. So 925 Atlanta Center, hello, climb to flight level 320. Maintain your maximum corridor speed. 320, best forward speed for 25.
Here's our little
Community Express 100, contact Memphis Center 120.8. 120.8, Community Express 100. Come on.
Chuck Weather, and then we'll have to descend after that.
Got a 1281, right turn direct to Wazer.
Direct to Wazer, Delta 1281. Nav checked. Let's lock it up again, ready to go.
You got a 1281, you can increase to Mach 0.75.
Mach 0.75, Delta 1281. Okay, we can go back to our requested. Set.
So the 1281, contact Memphis Center 120.8, have a good night.
120.8, Delta 1281.
Airlines 5.8. FedEx 8036
I think I know what the setting is. Anytime that the sim is producing Charlie Bravo clouds, even if there's no feathers on there, it's chucking lightning.
Just maintain flight level 240.
So I need to do something about that over here.
Maintain flight level 240, Blue. FedEx 4322.
Right, 4322, reduce speed, Mach 0.77, then proceed direct advance, descend via the advance 3, arrival Memphis, September 29990, Memphis, any south.
Roger, down, maintain Mach 773, clear direct advance for the advance 3, Memphis landing south for FedEx 4322.
That's the one. So I've checked that in, but obviously it'll only take effect once we
Express 100, Memphis, starting on freak.
Prevent thunderstorms when CB is reported. When checked, Meta reports cloud containing the layer CB will not trigger the rendering of thunderstorm clouds, and only TS will trigger thunderstorms. So next time we fly, that'll be checked. Memphis Center, Delta 1281, flight level 300, direct to Wazer.
FedEx 212, contact Memphis, approach 125.8, good day.
125.7 for FedEx.
Negative, sir, 125.8.
Sorry, 125.8.
FedEx 2504, descend on pilot discretion, maintain flight 240. Correction, Delta 2504.
Delta 2504, bro.
Yeah, descend on pilot discretion, maintain flight 240.
Then 240 pilot discretion. Yeah, go for it.
Delta 2504, proceed direct advance. Descend via the advance 3, arrival Memphis, September 29990, Memphis lane south.
Proceed direct advance, descend via the advance 3, arrival, both way home.
Delta 2947, you on free. If you are, contact Memphis Center 135.3.
Sorry, we'll call Memphis Center 135.3. What was that before that?
Nothing, disregard.
Alright, 1353 for Delta 2947, see ya.
Memphis Delta 1281, flight 330.
X40, Memphis Center, good evening, Climate Info 330. King Express 100, descend via the van, 3 arrival, Memphis Center 2990, Memphis Lane South.
Descend via the vans, 2 arrival, King Express 100, and landing south. Memphis Center, American 2639, how do you read?
5 by 5, 1926, Memphis Center.
Memphis Center, FedEx 40, at 16,000.
FedEx 40, Memphis Center, Climate Info 330.
12775.
Climate Info level 330, FedEx 40.
That's done.
Sorry, any read over. Call for push and start on JM1. 2000
Southwest 60, contact Memphis Express 125.8.
PD feed available at request.
125.8 Southwest 860, see ya.
You have information echo.
Delta call, call sign only.
Memphis International Airport, David information echo. 0054.
FedEx 4263, contact the Memphis Center,
Visibility
125.5.
Call at 5,000. 25,000 road. Temperature 28. 2.18.
78, contact
Altimeter
Memphis Center 125.57.
Landing runway 18 left and 18 right. Departing runway 58 right, 18 left, 18 center and 27. ILS and visual
Center Delta 27 with you at 320.
Delta 27 for correction, Memphis Center, Memphis.
Say again for Delta 627?
Okay, board, sir.
Yeah, it's B18, arrivals.
FedEx 4322, contact Memphis approach 125.8, good day.
125.8 today.
And rover.
Delta 2504, contact Memphis approach 125.8, good day.
125.8, Delta 25. Good day.
Looks like we're doing the return and only the return. Or nothing at all. Who knows? I'll see you guys later tonight, maybe. Or tomorrow.
Delta 1281, descend via the Van 3 arrival, Memphis altimeter 29990, Memphis landing south.
1281. We're dropping off. Bye. And there we go. Hi, YouTube. Musical Aviator here. Isn't it a wonderful new day that we haven't had before? Guess what we're going to do? No prizes for guessing. We're going to be flying a Maddog MD-80 to Memphis. Again. And look at that. Everything else remembered itself. Alrighty, so already on ground power clearly. And I'll open everything up. Let's go quickly. KATL. The old days I just would have chucked out the old flight and started over again. KMEM. Possibly joined the part of the old flight to the new flight and editing. I can't do it on Livestream. Where are we going? Okay, Chuk to Wazer. Activated performance. Correct. Okay, the zero fuel weight is 116.27. Fuel 27.2. Normal. Indeed, we had a system, well, it wasn't even system crash, it was just P3D decided to take a holiday. So flight 300 cruise, we'll use the old stuff, no point redispatching. The top climb is 253 at 9. And temperature is minus 28. Transition is 18. We're going to be using flaps 11. Cool. So 143, 146, 155. Chuck 146 in here. And we'll chuck the 160. 202. 220. And we'll chuck 148 on the MCP. So again, 248. That's it. Done. 10,000. Chuck that on. Director's arms. Do a couple of tests here. Once we've set this up, it'll be 37.
I'm doing good.
Headwind, shear, headwind, shear, headwind, shear. Tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear.
Light slow. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
How are you? I'm doing good.
How do you find that vPilot is annoying? Because it doesn't save the stuff on it to save. So the form is easier. Because form is directly connected to PFPX. So to file the flight plan, all I need to do is create the PFPX flight plan, hit the send button, and off it goes. Go send, and then straight off to Vatsim. And that will immediately populate that. I just need to press that button there, click, and it's done. No typing. We've got a PDC again. That PDC is a score code of 7236. Initial climb 10,000.
Okay.
TCAS test is okay. Kill NASA. Runway 26 left. So NASA 2, Chook, and runway 26 left. So we'll set that off. Check it via the legs. And we have Snuffy, B-Dod, I guess it is. I forgot to disconnect the thing here.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
So after B-Dod, direct to NASA.
Morning. Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good morning.
How are you? I'm doing good.
No idea why the sim crashed. If it crashes in the same place again, we'll know it's scenery based. And there's probably something floating around at an airport just out of Memphis. But if it doesn't crash again, it'll be one of those mysteries that I'll have to look up later. Yeah, the test we missed? Yes, there is.
Morning. Morning.
Signs on. And let's run a check. Okay, flight recorder AHDS is checked, AHRS is aligned, FMS GPS is set, emergency light is armed. Cabin signs are on. Windshield ADS is on. Engine sync. I always forget where we put that button. There it is down there. Engine sync is off. Stall warnings tested, air conditioning is auto, and we'll get the APU going. I think we'll switch over to the right side, we're pushing that way, aren't we?
Morning. Morning.
Okay, fire protection switch is done. TRP is set and tested. We'll have that up. Fuel quantity is 27.4. Altimeters are set 2998. Fuel shut-off levers are off. Cabin pressure is set to auto. Cabin altitude is 1000. And the air conditioning is in. Drop them off here. Cool, so the back of the aeroplane is up. Outflow valve is clearly open. Engine looks good from the back. Front of the engine looks fine. This is a walk around do. You can press Control, Shift and E all at the same time. Slip on underneath here. Don't bump your head. Front of the plane looks good. Still hear the passengers tramping along the bridge there. Cool. So the front door is locked. Still have the wheel chocks in. Since Robert's leaving as first officer, I have to do all the first officer stuff. All the lights look happy. Yep, no physical damage to the tail of the aeroplane on this side either. Reverses look good. There's actually some stairs in the back of the aeroplane that you can pull open if you wanted to. Sounds like they're done. Let's run up those stairs under the wing and get ourselves back into the plane. Okay, doors closed. Get rid of that jetway. Okay, full start checklist. Brakes are set, pneumatic pressure is set, engine ignition is set to alpha. Right center fuel. is good. I don't know why that didn't happen, but anyway. Hydraulic pumps set high and transfer pump is on, auxiliary pump is on. So check the overheat, all good. Okay, the collision lights can go on. APU is switch normal, air conditioning supply switch goes off for the start. Cross feed, on to the right hand side first, thrust levers are idle. Before start checklist complete, I'm just going to have a chat to the passengers. We changed direction, didn't we? Which side am I meant to be going? Nose to the right. Let's get the intercom to disconnect our thing.
You're clear to disconnect.
APU set. Ground power is off. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent, and joining me on the flight deck today is YouTube. We'll be taking over to Memphis today. We do apologise for the delay. Cabin crew will be coming through the aircraft. Let's ensure that everything is ready for our departure. Do ask that you pay them your full attention, as configurations do vary across the fleet. That said, we'll be taking about an hour to get to Memphis today. I do hope you enjoy the flight, and thanks for flying with us on Delta Airlines. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure. Okay, intercom is set. Nose left or nose right? It is right, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Let's turn on that transponder.
Lock in gear.
Ground 121.9.
Vicinity at Alpha, on the ground.
Hello, sir. Requesting guy for Orlando.
Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released.
Vicinity at Alpha.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Let's go for it.
Say again?
Just stand by for PDC.
Okay, that's off. That's on. And we're ready to start. Left.
Atlanta ground, Delta 9250, ready for taxi with Delta squawking 7201.
20%. Left engine set to run.
Normally when you call it a taxi, you don't give a squawk code, but runway 26 left taxi via Fox, FedEx.
Foxtrot Echo, Delta 9250. It said in
Have a
the
good start.
PFPX it said I should call with this phone code. So that's why.
Oh, okay.
We'll start the right
great.
side.
All right, no problem. Don't worry about it, buddy.
No worries.
All right, bro.
Right side engine.
868 vessel pushback. Pushback. All right, can you get the pilot for inside your discussion? Call them off today.
21. Set engine.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set. That's a good start. Flaps 11.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
Clock's running. Half sec. Our start checklist. Ignition is set off.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Cool. Thanks for that, Grand. You're clear to disconnect. We'll see you on the left hand side. Got indicators are on. Airfoil is not required. Air conditioning supply switches are on. Door key light is off. Hydraulic system is set for takeoff. Yeah. I want to get to that simple one. There it is. Oxys up. I'm happy. Let's roll. At underground, Delta 12.
Jeffrey, running.
Cool.
That's just been calling Takeoff, man.
That's the push to make someone else talk key.
Jeffrey, 796, holding short of Alpha.
That's roll forward.
796, you are going the wrong way. Make a 180, go down the ramp, and then taxi the 27 right via Lima. We'll get it.
Can we do 26 left for departure?
So that's the following me. I'll make 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
Sorry, enter 26 left, thanks.
Ground Delta 1281, information Echo ready for taxi 269.
That's about 81, we'll make 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
Thanks by Foxtrot Echo, runway 26 left, Delta 1281.
Plane to ground American 97, like IFR clearance to Charlotte, please.
American 1947, combat for PFPX.
Passes 125.7.
Please review the safety instruction part of the seat platform. It explains the safety features of this aircraft as well as the location and operation of the exits and flotation devices. Your seat cushion serves as an improved flotation device. To remove it, pull up and take it with you to the nearest suitable exit. After exiting the aircraft, place your arms to the straps and lift the cushion to your chest. There are 8 emergency exits aboard the aircraft. 2 door exits at the cabin cabin, 4 overhead exits, 1 door exit at the tail cone exit at the rear cabin. Take a moment to locate your first exit, keeping in mind that it may be. If there's a loss of electrical power, low-level emergency lights will illuminate. All exits are indicated by lighted exit signs and before landing. In case of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will be released from overhead. To start the flow of oxygen, reach up and pull the mask towards you, fully extending the plastic tube. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and slip the elastic band over your mouth. Pull the tab on either side of the mask to tighten. The plastic band
Really?
That's a 9250, contact tower 91, vessel flying. Bye-bye.
Over to tower Delta 9250. Have a good night.
No problem. You have a great night now. So Delta 96, monitor tower now, 91. Bye-bye. Definitely 796.
Underground, KLM, heavy, light taxi, yep, Delta.
Yeah, I'm 622 heavy, runway 26 left. Actually, would you like 27 right by chance? Because you're all the way over on that side of the ramp. So, would you like 27 right instead?
27 right works, thanks.
Okay, I'm 622 heavy, runway 27 right, taxi via Mike.
27 right via Mike, KLM 62 heavy.
No, FedEx, FedEx.
Taxiing checklist. TPAT is off. AP switch is off. V-bugs is set.
American 834 calling.
Flight is checked. FMS is set. Flight controls are tested. Flaps is flap 11. Trim is set to 0 and take off
I
Livery.
got that on my scope. I got FedEx 865. Is that who's calling?
Takeoff briefing is completed and cabin.
Correction, yeah, 865.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're number 1 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please be seated.
Sorry, FedEx 865, my apologies. Ready for taxi. There we go. FedEx 865, I'm in 26 left taxi via Foxtrot Echo. Foxtrot Echo, FedEx 865.
Let's run that before takeoff. Takeoff data is set, fuel balance is checked, and we're in the center tank. Engine ignition, select to both. EOP set, takeoff, takeoff.
Atlanta ground, United 2021 with you.
United 2821, 8 mile Lima tonight.
Lima, United 2021.
Delta 1281, contact tower 91, bye-bye.
119.1, Delta 2020, 1281. 2020, sorry.
Land Tower, KLM 6.2 Heavy, coming up on 27 right ready for departure.
KLM 6.2 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, good evening. RNFC Park, runway 27 for takeoff.
Alright, RNFC Park, here to take off 27 right, KLM 6.2 Heavy.
.796 Atlanta Tower. JetBlue 796 JetBlue 796 Atlanta Tower, runway 6 left, line point. 126 left, JetBlue 796. JetBlue 796 RNF end pass, runway 26 left, this takeoff. JetBlue 796, repeat. Delta 1281, runway 26 left, line point.
26 left, line up right, Delta 1281.
Tower, November 110, Juliet, final 28.
1210, Juliet Line Tower, runway 2805, runway 28, clear to land.
Juliet 28, November 110, Juliet.
KLM 6.2, contact. $796, I gave you takeoff plans 2 minutes ago. Are you not rolling? JetBlue 796, we didn't get the takeoff clearance, but we're ready to roll. Okay, I thought I did. RNF Snuffy, runway 26 left, first takeoff. First takeoff 26 left, JetBlue 796.
Waiting for that takeoff clearance. Let's go. Yeah, everybody set the crew.
786. Typically, 796, you cut that. Well, 81 on S, Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Oh, Stuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1281. Clear for takeoff. There's 50.
Auto boiler.
Spoiler.
Auto boiler.
Set. Auto thrust set. Takeoff thrust.
Takeoff thrust set.
Check.
Clear. 80 knots, cross check.
Check. You're up.
Gear up, lights out.
Check. Climb thrust.
Climb thrust set.
Checked.
1281, contact departure today.
Your departure, Delta 1281. Airline departure, Delta 1281, climbing through 3,200 out to 10,000.
Delta 1281, Atlanta departure, radar contact, good evening, climb maintain 14,000.
I maintain 14,000, Delta 1281. 14 is set.
Delta 1281, contact Atlanta Center 124.37. Have a good night.
124.37, Delta 1281. Set. And we'll take flaps. Flap 0.
Flap 0.
Check. Well, so that's also 1281, climbing 14,000 out of 5,500.
Delta 1281, on center, roger, climb, maintain flight level 230.
Flight level 230, Delta 1281. 230, sir. And slats retract.
Slats retract.
Check. Takeoff checklist.
P349 ready to go 22.
Okay, brake temperatures are good. Landing gear is up. Lights are out. Ignition can be set off. So fuel pumps are set and altimeters are set.
Bluestreak 53, port on departure, fly heading 180. Runway 22, clear for takeoff.
On departure, flight heading 18022, clear takeoff, Bluestreak 5349.
Thought I might hand fly a little bit more.
Last center, reach 03, descending down to flight level 180.
Reach 03. Descend via the Jet 2 arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3000.
Descend via the Jet 2 arrival, altimeter 3002, reach 03.
That's enough. All pilots in. And the seatbelts on.
KATL 622, contact Atlanta Center 132.97, good night.
3297, good night. KATL 622.
Atlanta Center, American A34 with you 5,000 for flight up for 14,000. Atlanta Center, American A34 with you 6,000 for 14,000.
American A34, Atlanta Center, roger, climb, maintain flight level 230.
230, American A34.
Bluestreak 5349, Atlanta Center, radar contact, lay altitude.
5,000.
Bluestreak 5349, Atlanta Center, roger, take.
Let's see how that traffic situation's going down there.
Bluestreak 5349, enable direct south, climb, maintain 3000.
Direct south 13,000, Bluestreak 5349.
Bluestreak 5349, if you want it, you can direct to Charlotte Airport, expect a visual lane center.
Yeah, we're going to come out of
Direct Charlotte Airport, visual 18 center, Bluestreak
New Orleans.
349.
So,
Delta 1048 contact, Atlanta approach 127.9.
127.9, Delta 1048, see ya.
Got Blue 796 contact, the center 132.97, guy.
132.9,
Larry, sir, hello, Delta 1088 Alpha 7.614,000.
Delta 1088 Alpha, Atlanta Center, roger. I'm in maintain at level 230.
Climb to level 320, Delta 1088 Heavy. Alpha.
Delta 1088 Alpha, negative, sir, at level 230.
Climb to level 230, Delta 1088.
Feeling like some munchies. It's lunchtime.
Delta 1281, contact Atlanta Center 132, point inspection to 125.57, 2557.
125.57, Delta 1281.
So the FedEx 865, passing
You made that exact same mistake last time. That's hilarious.
Express 670, what runway we're landing on, do you know?
Okay, Express 678, you should be with Memphis Center 120.8. Give him a call, 120.8.
120.8, okay.
Oh, so it's Delta 1281, flying flight level 230, leaving flight level 205.
So 1281 Atlanta Center, Common 10 flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Delta 1281. Well, 300, set.
Delta 9250, recirculator transponder, squawk 2022, 2022.
2022 in the box, Delta 9250.
Delta 2265, contact the Land Center 124.37. We'll see you later.
24, 37, 22, 65, bail.
Sir.
Come on Discord, you charge.
United 458, 710, flight level 240.
710, flight level 240, United 458.
Delta 9250, contact Memphis Center 120.8, good night.
120.8, Delta 9250, thank you for the ATC Atlanta, good night.
Good night. Delta 458, contact Atlanta Center 124.37, we'll see you.
124.37, see you. 19458, bye-bye.
Aircraft calling, that's unreadable. Alright, whoever was transmitting, do not see your mic again. It was nothing but a hurricane. That's what it sounded like. Complete static.
That's them to run. And we're at 30,000 feet. It's time to look at that arrival. Yeah, right. Very much. Very, very much loud and obnoxious. Nice to see you guys back. We'll be making our arrival now. So, we'll be using this arrival, the Vanzi 2. We've got runway 18 in effect. Vanzi 2, 18 both, from Awaza. Set.
But at 65 line center, roger, contact level 340.
So at Awaza, we hit a raise at 290 knots at level, so 240 or above. There we go. 290 knots. Then we cross Cram at level 230 or below. Vanzi at the same, set reducing speed to 280. Mash at 280 and above 14. Lorry between 10,000 and 12,000 at 250. Yeah, I know VOPs tonight. Probably not. I think I'm considering doing the flight to Dubai tonight, starting about 11 p.m. going through till about 4 in the morning, and then doing California Screaming tomorrow morning at 9. Sunday morning, 9 o'clock Australia time. I think it's something like 2200 Zulu, something like that. Saturday, 22 Zulu. Might have been 23 Zulu.
Atlanta Center, Delta 504, with you 290, 59 miles north.
Susie, Meebe,
For the 504 in Atlanta Center, Roger, sentiment in Bottle
Hatso,
240.
and Hexon. Vectors from Hexon.
Yeah, 240, Delta 504.
Runway 18, so it's coming down that way. 18 right or 18 left, most likely. Pop those down the bottom.
Atlanta Center, District 116 for you on 330.6.
Iguana 106, Atlanta Center, Roger, hello.
180 is the inbound.
To the 504, contact Atlanta Center 124.37.
On 2437 for Delta 504.
Trade ups, eh? Yeah, sounds good. Might get into that Wellington scenery that has finally been released. That looks pretty good. Need to do some more Wellington to Queenstown. Get the good scenery happening. Someone really needs to come out with an Auckland at some point.
FedEx 865, pursuit director Wacer, Whiskey Alpha Sierra Echo Romeo. Through the vans to Rook.
Alright, direct Whiskey Alpha FedEx.
Yeah, Flight B in Auckland are coming out. Hope that comes out soon.
The 1281, contact Memphis Center 120.8.
120.8, still there, 1281. Memphis Center, Delta 1281, flight level 300.
United 2806, Memphis Center, 518, 330.
Flight level 330, United 2806.
I think we'll be flying with the
Delta 1281, Memphis Center, welcome.
Delta 1281. Go with the expected landing weight, which is 134.5. Got 135. Okay then, the speeds, we'll do it from over here. It's easier that way. Okay, I'll talk about the max once we've done these speeds. It's 112 for the first one, So to just reduce our speed below 112, we need some slats, and we'll chuck in the start tracking the flap speed 168. Seems a bit low to me. B manual 186. Sounds good. So I'll take out some flap at 186. We'll chuck in 160 and 138. And to make that all make sense, we also need to make sure that our flaps come out at the correct rate, which is set.
Memphis Center, Delta 9215, requesting lower.
Okay, the first, actually the bottom altitude that we can set is 3,000. I'll write that down.
Memphis Center, Delta 9252, requesting lower.
And 127.75.
9250, descend via logo 3, arrival Memphis Center 2991.
Descend via Logan 3,
set.
copy the altimeter, Delta
18 left, 18 center and 27. ILS and visual approach is in use. Please state scenery in use on first contact. Off-road C on taxiways and runways. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Notices to airmen. Call for push and start on J and North. 27 and 9 are available at request. PPC available at request. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information called. Memphis International Airport David information call. 0254
Good stuff, so information Gulf, altimeter 2991. Come on.
Memphis Center, Southwest 2451 with you at 16.
Takeoff, go on, say again.
That's Southwest 2451, 16,000.
Southwest 2451, Memphis Center, climbing team plus 350.
Medium auto brake.
Southwest 350, Southwest.
That's what. Right, let's run that checklist. Okay, so that checklist, MSA checked, approach and landing. Briefing. Haven't done the landing briefing. We've done the initial part. So we'll be using either the left side or the right side. If we're doing the right side, which is more likely, of course, our localizer 119.9er. If we're doing the less likely runway, frequency is 111.15. Both of those are set. Coming down onto a probably vacate on the high speed, and then we'll taxi on back and terminal. Just got to check which 1281 our gate area. Gate Bravo 1. So I don't know where that is yet. I'll just take a look. Memphis gates. Memphis Airport gate map. So for Bravo 1. Come on, give me the actual thing. Open up and new image, copy image location. There we are. Bravo 1. That's Charlie, that's Bravo. Bravo 1's there. Cool. So assuming we're on the right hand side runway, we'll taxi back probably via November all the way up into the gap between the two spaces. If we're on the other runway, we need to cross the other runway.
Delta 9250, contacted Memphis, approach 125.8.
Straight up with Juliet's, crossing on Charlie 3, up November and into the gap. Bravo 1. Cool. Alrighty.
Memphis Center, good evening, Southwest 1531, level 16.
So Boeing 737 MAX, we've only had some issues. It's grounded at the moment. No one is flying them apart from Boeing to do tests or Airlines to put them into Victorville storage.
Mesa 1531, Memphis Center, you're supposed to be on Memphis Center 120.07.
Bit of a pity that they had to design such a silly piece of software that didn't have any redundancies or backups. You've got two pilot, not pilot ropes, two angle of attack sensors or vanes on a 737, one on the left, one on the right. I know this is an MD-80, but it's still got them as well. You can see those things sticking out, circles, little red circles. That thing right there, that's the angle of attack sensor. There's one on each side of the aeroplane. On an Airbus, there's 3 of them. On the Boeing 737, there's 2 of them, same as on the Maddog here.
1281, Memphis Center.
Oh, it's 1281, great.
That's 1281, this would be the van, there's 3 arrival, Memphis altimeter 2991, Memphis landing south.
Memphis landing south via the to arrival, and altimeter 2991. Delta 1281. 3000 is set. So yeah, effectively they designed a computer software that only used one or the other. It used to switch between sides. It effectively was whoever's side switches the flight director on first. So that's the side that powered the MCAS. So the MCAS would detect angle of attack out of only the left side or the right side of the airplane. Obviously when the captain's flying, it'll go to the left side. If it's the first officer flying, it'll go to the right side. And if either one of those, whichever one it happens to be, gets damaged or starts sending bad data somehow to the MCAS system, which is going through the ADRS, that would then tell the aeroplane that it's stalling. So you get the whole stick shaker going on and all of those funky things like this. That'll be going off, and your trim will be running forward, trying to. It's not so much preventing the stall, it's more trying to use software to make the aeroplane fly like the old 737-200 that they designed in 1967. So to keep the same, what do you call that thing, certificate for the operating certificate, so that the airline parts didn't have to retrain and get an entire use type rating on a 737-8 MAX. Max 8, Max 9 or Max 10. They could just effectively be a 737 pilot, and they can fly anything from the 737-200 up to a Max 10. And with MCAS, you could do that.
434 Tango Papa, proceed direct hotel.
Because otherwise, if you don't have the MCAS there, the airplane just doesn't respond the same way that a 737-200 does.
434 Tango Papa, Facecam.
Essentially, the aeroplane would point in any direction that the yoke would go point. As you know, the engines are much larger, and they're kind of sitting further forward on the wing.
Hotel uniform, Charlie.
And that creates more lift under the engines, because the engines are flat bottomed, because they can't fit on the wing otherwise. So you've got this big chunky engine that's sitting forward of the wing, producing lift underneath the engine. So when the aircraft's nice and high at angle of attack, all of that lift pushes the engine even higher, and it doesn't dump the nose like the old planes used to. With the old plane, you'd come into a high angle of attack, and the aircraft would just want to nose down. And you'd be pulling back on the yoke, and you'd still be going down. But new one, you'd be pulling back on the yoke, and the airplane would pitch up because you're pulling back on the yoke. So they had to design a system that effectively dumped the nose, even if you're holding the yoke. So it would fly like the old airplane did. Unfortunately, they didn't put any backups into the software. It felt dangerous, and you ended up with the airplanes being grounded after 2 crashes. So that's a bad on Boeing's part, not designing software properly, not designing backups properly, not understanding that just because in a pilot sense redundancy is either that pilot's flying or this pilot's flying, that's not how software should be backed up. Software should be correcting itself by comparing this one to that one at all times, and if the two don't match, then you do something about it. And the thing you should do about it is disconnect the system. Say, hey, there's a mismatch, there's a problem with the aircraft. MCAS is now disabled. You have to land us immediately. You're not allowed to fly slower than such and such. You're not allowed to exceed angle of attacks of about 10. Because normally you'd be able to pitch up to about 16 or 17 degrees angle of attack before it starts stalling. And the MCAS is just there to lower the nose like the old airplane used to. So in my suggestion, I would suggest that a good implementation of a fix for the software would be to continuously pick up the two different inputs for your angle of attack indicator, and if they go out of range, say more than 5 degrees difference between the left and the right for more than 5 seconds or whatever, you disconnect the software, and then you throw up all these alerts, and then it becomes like your speed range becomes more restrictive. So you have a faster approach speed, you need to use flap 30 instead of flap 40, all these kind of things, just to make sure that the airplane is not going into the angle of attack range where the aircraft performs differently to the older airplane. So effectively you add VREF plus 10 on the approach speed of flap 30. That could work. Drag is required. Let's grab some drag. There we go. Anyway, that's my little rant about the Max 8. Hope you enjoyed that, Nathan Payne, who requested that rant. We're on descent. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain speaking from the flight deck. We've begun our descent into Memphis at this time, and we do anticipate arriving there in about 20 minutes. So return to your seats as the seatbelt signs will be switching on shortly. Just looking at the weather down there in Memphis today. Nice and clear of cloud, no storms, and a temperature of 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Once again, thanks for flying with us on Delta Airlines. I hope you have enjoyed the flight with us, and we hope to see you in the skies on board one of our MD-80s next time you do decide to fly. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for the roll. Descent checklist. MSA is set. It's not actually, because we didn't do it. What is the MSA? MSA should be 200. So decision height 200 is there. 495 is there. And we're going to be landing on a runway which is 288 feet above the ground, above sea level, sorry. Which is about there. And QNH is 2991, which is set. Passing the transfer altitude, so that's 2991 is set. Both sides. The V-bugs are set, and we'll be using flap 40 for the approach. Flap 40 gives us a speed of 134 VREF, and our approach speed will be 139, sorry.
Net 26, contact Atlanta Center on 132.97.
Over to center, 132.97 today, that's 6.
Markers. Southwest 2451, contact Atlanta Center 132.97.
Over to the center on 132.97.
And the hydraulics. And I can see them. There they are.
Delta 1281, contact Memphis approach 125.8 today.
125.8, Delta 1281. 25.8 set. Yep, everything's good down there. Memphis approach, Delta 1281, information Golf, descending via the sun.
Delta 1281, Memphis approach, expect a visual of runway 18 left.
Spectrum approach, 18 left, Delta 1281. 18 left. Arriving 18 left. Set. We'll throw out runway 18 right since we're not going to be using it. 18 left is shown, and that is 111.15.
Delta 9250 is set to maintain 3000.
Set.
Canadian Express 678, turn left heading
Nathan
270.
Payne asking if I'm ever going to fly in a Max 8, and I hope I do.
270, Canadian Express
In fact, Virgin Australia was meant to be
American
purchasing some this
925,
year,
you have the airport in sight.
so I was going to be making a special trip. But
Please say again for
they
American
have delayed that requirement till at least 2020,
American
possibly
925, you have the
2022.
airport in sight.
But as soon as Virgin Australia purchase and
Airport's in
operate
sight
a
for
Max,
American 925.
I'll probably go ahead and fly in one.
American 925, roger. Cleared visual approach, runway 18 left, maintain 210 knots per radar till 10
I'll
miles.
even spend some extra to make sure I get on a Virgin Australia
Clear
flight.
visual approach, runway 18 left, and we'll keep it at 210 for the approach for American 925.
I suspect Virgin will probably first operate it on Brisbane to Sydney, so I don't really have a reason to go to Brisbane. I'll see what I'm doing. I might go to Brisbane just to fly in a Max. Or I might wait until they operate commonly on the Sydney to Melbourne run. Probably be a couple months after.
Canadian Express 678, turn left heading 210.
Well, I reckon I'll be on a Max sometime 2020 to 2022.
210, Canadian Express 678.
As a passenger. Probably similar to the 787 when I flew with Jetstar up to Cairns for no good reason, just to see, put my bum on a seat of a 787. Flew business class.
American 925, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Let's do musical aviator 787 Cairns.
Over to Tower 119.7 for American 925, thank you.
And we'll see plenty of, actually I've done
Canadian
a couple
Express
of flights.
678, intercept runway 18 left, final approach course. Advise when you have the airport in sight.
Roger, all advise you when I get to the airport.
Seatbelt signs can go on.
Delta 9250, turn left heading 270, and reduce speed to 190.
Left turn 270, 190. Delta 90.
American 925, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Jim Walker saying that he's having issues with the MD-80 as well. Oh well. It's a pity, because it's a good airplane otherwise. Flies a lot better than 717 from TFDI.
Canadian Express 678, do you have the airport in sight?
Yes, I do. Through the fog.
Canadian Express 678, cleared visual approach, runway 18 left. Contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Roger, 119 at
Express. Hey, Roger. Delta 9250 Heavy, turn left heading 190, interceptor runway 18 left final.
190 and intercept the 18 left, localize at Delta 9.
Lights coming on. I think I'll be flying the 737-800 tomorrow on Vatsim. In fact, I'm organising to fly out to Sydney for a couple of days in next month. So at this stage I'm looking at going Jetstar in one direction and Tiger Airways in the other direction. So I might even get A320 Neo going up and 737-800 on the way back. Or the opposite direction. There's 10,000. Seat the crew. Cabin crew, seat for landing. Going to come off the center tanks for landing. Sorted.
Delta 9250 Heavy, advising you have the airport in sight.
You have the airport in sight, Delta 92.
Delta 9250 Heavy, roger. Clear visual approach from runway 18 left. Contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Clear visual left and over the tower, Delta 9250. Section speed, PM.
Someone's got an MD-11 down there. It's past over the marker. Jetstar has Neos now. Not many of them, but some. We'll be very lucky to get one. Most of them are just going to be 320s. Tiger just had 320s. They haven't gone to any new options yet. And I don't know if they're planning to. They seem to get all the hand-me-downs from Virgin Australia these days, so they're slowly phasing out this A320s and they're replacing them all with 737-800s. And they're all the same 737-800s that Virgin Australia used to fly. Just painted different.
That was press giving Envoy 40-foot teams 10.3 descending 10,000 information go.
Envoy 4117, that's approach, expect a visual runway 18 left.
Visual 18 left, Envoy 4117. Memphis approaching Delta 3128, 10,000 information go.
Delta 3128, that's approach, expect the islet, or correction, expect the visual approach runway 18 left.
Expect the visual 18 left, Delta 3128.
Delta 1281, turn left heading 270. And maintain 3,000, sorry.
Yeah, 3,000 and then heading 270, Delta 1281.
Approach Envoy 4218 with you 13,000.
Heading at 270.
Loose 2, information off.
Envoy 4218, that's approach, roger, expect the visual approach runway 18 left.
18 left default.
Speed 210 Alpha. And slats extend.
Slats extended.
Look at the vertical speed.
Delta T1, turn left heading 210.
Don't have any new leaps? Yeah. They were talking about getting them. And they were talking about that in February.
Delta 1281, heading 210, 210.
Heading 210, Delta 1281.
Envoy 4117, descend to maintain 5,000.
5,000, Envoy 4117.
Delta 3128, heavy, descend to maintain 5,000.
Perch selection.
Maintain 5,000, Delta 3128.
Delta 1281, the airport will be on the rollout and 13 miles, advise what you have in sight.
Delta 1281, we are visual.
Delta 1281, clear visual approach from lane 18 left. Contact Memphis Tower, 119.7.
Clear visual approach, 18 left and 119.7, Delta 1281. On 197 is set.
29 on the other side.
Set flaps. I'll leave flaps 15.
Roger.
Traffic, traffic.
Flaps 15.
15 set.
Monitor vertical speed.
Check.
Delta 9250, welcome to Memphis, vacate right one able.
Right one able, Delta 9250.
And Southwest 600, sorry about the delay, we're having a little bit of a hold. I'm going to hold you for about 2 minutes and I can roll you. Roger, 2 minutes, Southwest. Delta 9250, vacate right one able.
Vacate.
Thought I'd have a nice view of the landing gear going down.
25 left.
Memphis Tower, Delta 1281, East Airlines runway 18 left. About 28 please.
Delta 20, which Delta was it? Was it Delta 1281 or 2148?
1281.
Delta 1281, wind 180 at 7, runway 18 left, clear to land.
18 left, clear to land, Delta 1281. Line checklist.
Delta 2148, Memphis Tower.
Okay, line checklist. Flaps almost set, will be 40. Speed brake is arms. Ignition select is set.
Sparkle 1354, welcome to Memphis, vacate left one able, and
get out
hold
3
short
green.
of Mike if you can.
Speed brake is set, engine ignition is set, AOP is sorted. We have track lock license, GS track. GA mode is set. We're cleared to land.
Delta 2148, Memphis Tower.
Speed 139, flaps 40.
Flaps 40.
Flaps 40 checked. 1,000 feet, my airplane.
Autopilot.
Memphis Tower, Southwest 1123 with you at Charlie 8.
Southwest 1124, Memphis Tower, hold short runway 18 center, expected about 2 minutes away.
Holding short, 1124.
Speed.
And FedEx 701, Memphis Tower, you still with me?
Tower FX 701's with you.
Space stable.
FedEx 701, runway, wind 180 at 7, fly, runway heading, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 27, clear for takeoff, FedEx 701.
Line slow.
Correcting.
Tower number 1354, you want to run ground now?
Yeah, there's 9250, contact ground 121.9, have a great night.
Continue.
Ground 21-9, Delta 9250, thanks for the ATC tower, good night.
And Oracle 1354, contact ground 121.9, have a great night.
50,
Good night.
30, 20, 10.
Delta 1281, welcome to Memphis, here, right, 1 able.
You got right, able, 1281.
60 knots.
$110 feet per minute on the descent there. Manual braking. Clear it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Please remain seated and keep your seatbelts fastened until the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned on.
Gate Bravo 1.
Continuing their journey on another flight are kindly requested to contact the ground staff for information regarding customs clearance and baggage, even if it is already tagged for its final destination. We wish you a pleasant stay and thank you for choosing.
Delta 1281, cross runway 3610 on Echo. And if the Delta's blocking your way, then don't cross.
Yeah, that will pop up to 36 center and see the cross on Echo. Down at 1281.
Memphis Tower, Delta 2148 with you on the visual 18 right.
Delta 2148 to the area, Memphis Tower, wind 180 at 7, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Land 18 right, Delta 2148. Target being on board 4117 on a final runway 18 left.
FedEx 701, contact departure, have a great day.
FedEx 701 over departure today.
FedEx 69er, wind 180 at 7, RNF Ridge, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Is that for Southwest 69?
Southwest 69, affirmative, wind 180 at 7, RNF Ridge, runway 18 center, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Southwest 69.
Southwest 1124, after the departing aircraft, runway 18 center, line up and wait.
Ground Delta 1281 has vacated on Echo and we're off to Gate Bravo 1.
Delta 1281, Roger, welcome to Memphis, sir. Taxi via Charlie, Papa, November to the gate.
Charlie Papa November to the gate, Delta 1281. Southwest jet coming up.
Memphis ground Cavalier 59 with you. Ready to taxi from Charlie 1.
56 minutes in the air.
Charlie 1591, Memphis ground
Which is
555.
exactly the amount of
Standby 1.
time that we expected.
Charlie 1590, squawk mode Charlie for me, please.
Directors are off.
Charlie 1590, you said you're looking to push and start or taxi?
And we're ready to taxi.
Alright, Charlie 1590, taxi via Juliet, Kilo, Charlie,
Hello,
8,
American. Who was that? 187.
Charlie 8, 187 for Cavalier.
Wondering if you're on the stream or if you're just watching after the fact. Drop me a note. Say hi. Do like those clunks as we go over the satellite. They're fun.
And Memphis ground Delta 2148 is with you on mic 3, holding short of mic. Delta 2148, Memphis ground. Welcome to Memphis, sir. Where are you heading to tonight? Whatever terminal you have available for me. Delta 2148, there's some nice spots calling your name in the Alpha Terminal.
Yes,
Taxi
Papa.
via Mike 6 to the gate. Mike 6 to the gate, 2148.
You're right. We don't have 321s with Neos yet. We have them coming in 2020. So next year sometime. Can't wait. Definitely going for that. I think I've been on the first flight that Jetstar has flown for the 717, the A320, not the 321, but the 787 as well. So I've done 3 out of 4. So I reckon when Jetstar come out with a 321 Neo, we'll have to find out when that date is and then be on that aeroplane. And potentially with the 737 MAX as well, for Virgin Australia.
Understand, Joseph, looking short, please left at Papa. Aircraft flight still. Oh, okay, we got you. Justice 1. Continue holding short 18 left. We'll get that clearance for you. Stand by 1.
Gearing up November. Is that November? No. That is.
Memphis ground Cavalier 1590 to D739, park for Fallon the taxiway, Charlie 7. Telling me Lima Charlie 7. I have old scenery or something else.
Kelly 1590. Kelly 1590, Charlie to Charlie 8 was the taxi clearance there. Monitor tower 119.7.
So it seems 2020 is a big year. 737 MAX possibly, if they get them flying again soon enough. Virgin might be getting a 737 MAX 8 2020. It was meant to be this year, but it won't be. And also Jetstar getting the 320 Neo, which is the direct competition for the 737 MAX.
Ground Envoy 4117 is clear 36 center for Charlie 8.
Looks like Jetstar is going to be going the 321 Neo rather than the 320 Neo.
Aircraft last on frequency, stand by 1.
Okay, we need to make a turn onto the left, onto the right, sorry, over there. Really? We're to getting, oh there we go, B1. Delta. There it is, got it.
Alright, aircraft ground frequency. Sorry about the delay. Can you repeat your last request and call sign, please?
It was onboard 4118, sorry, onboard 4117 clearance echo for Charlie 8.
Runway 4117, Memphis ground. Welcome to Memphis, sir. Taxi via Charlie, Lima to the gate.
Charlie Lima to the gate, envoy 4117.
Ground, good evening, Delta 3128 Heavy on Mike 3, turning north on November. Taxi Charlie 4, please.
Ground on the 4218 off on Mike 4, going to Charlie 12.
Runway 4218. Welcome to Memphis, sir. Taxi via Mike, Papa, Juliet. Delta.
Mike, Papa, Juliet, thank you.
Delta 3128 Heavy. Hold short, Papa. Continue on November.
Continue
So
November,
getting
hold
there.
short Papa, Delta 3128 Heavy.
Justice 1, cleared across 18 left via Papa. Continue Papa, hold short 18 center.
Roughly left on Papa, hold short 18 center.
This reminds me of my old school courtyard at high school. All these big brick buildings. He's going nuts. It's like, stop, I don't understand. No, keep going.
Envoy 4218, left on Juliet.
Fucking break his out.
Have a great day.
Left on Juliet.
Okay, we're on the bus. And we can shut it down. Cabin crew, disarm doors, cross check. One hour, 20 minutes. Transponder is off. Seatbelt signs.
Great job, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Run last checklist.
Great job, gentlemen.
Get parking. Fuel tank. Pump switches off for the outers. That's with that side, isn't it? Auxiliary pumps are off. Parking brake is set. Went your lights. Leave it until the passengers are off. And we'll grab the ground power.
Connect the GPU, please.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Set. Wasn't exactly the straightest piece of parking I've ever seen, but anyway. When you get pushed back, it should be pushed straight back and then you turn back the direction you came. The reason that we decided to park here instead of anywhere else is because the flight that we flew today, Delta 1281, actually parked here at Gate Bravo 1. Actually, it's the opposite way around, isn't it? Oh well. Cool. There we are, Bravo 1. Some of the tightest parking I've ever seen in a MD-80. Anywho, that's us. How long have we been going for? Quite a while. Anyway, it's time to go. Have a couple of things to do, and then we'll probably pop on later tonight or tomorrow for some more. I've been Musical Aviator. This has been a Delta MD-88 flying from Atlanta to Memphis. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.